Yes, I am late. I usually have an alarm for these things, but I guess it just didn't go off. Yeah, for some reason my phone's not even displaying it. Did I forget to remake it for this month? Hang on. Yep, I did. That's what happened. Oh well. It started within the hour, at least, I guess. Grab this. Have to adjust my setup just a touch. Okay. I've committed felony. Horrible. Horrible, horrible. How must I repent for this felony? What time must I do? I suppose that makes sense. Which is it? Do I owe you or the government money? Because that is different solutions. Depending on who I owe. Both? Well, for you, you still owe me money, for being in my cult. As for the government, they also owe me money because I haven't made enough money for them to charge me for existing yet. Yeah. So we'll call it even for this month. How about that? Let's see if I know how to draw today. I should actually pull up my reference pictures if they're still there. Fabulous, they are. You guys don't get to see my reference pictures though from me. There we go. It's Greta, yeah. It's the one I've been messing around with. I still am not anywhere near competent, but I'm messing around with it. Thank you for reminding me. I'll go get the dodos. I knew I was forgetting something. I always will forget something if everything is ready to go when I get started. And I got everything ready to go 3 hours ago. There you go. Dodos. I did try streaming just the application, but it did not want to show. It will show every other window on my computer, but not this one. Those disco background, who are those? Some cringe Final Fantasy characters. I just like them. What the heck is going on with that? Better. It's just a different time zone. Not quite is the thing. Yes, it is. We were messing around in G-Pose. I wanted to show him that you can interact with people within G-Pose. And that just turned out into what we were doing for the afternoon. It will be a very exciting stream, I'm afraid. Just me trying to get better at drawing, and maybe get a reference sheet started for Art Fight. I will grant you fun, maybe even amusing, but you will not get me to admit that it's exciting. Doing that. Just putting down the basic shapes, and I will carve them out later. Well, that is a very good point. Yeah, I've done a little bit of shopping around, but it seems like Krita is the most variety while also doing it well, if that makes sense. This one was meant to be just a head close up. We do not need anything past the shoulders. Hello, Mr. Snake. Welcome in. Hello, Crown. I think that's Boyo. I'm not sure. Oh, I didn't switch back. We'll likely erase that later, but sometimes helps me to have them exist slightly. Yeah, I actually hate those. People are being loud in my house. Enjoy your Lurkel. Thank you, Skater. Hello, how would you have me say your name? It's nice to have you. So what I'm reading is Art W. Guess. Or Gus. And that doesn't seem right. Gus? Alright. Good to have you, Gus. Welcome in. I think I put a dangerous word in my description and now a bunch of artists are showing up, intimidating me. They're all very scary. Thank you. Thank you for subscribing. This is the first art stream I've done. I don't think it'll be the last one. Depends on how this one goes, let's be real. But something I want to get better at. I want to get better at both doing things I'm not great at on stream, as well as I want to get better at drawing. So this seems like the exact compromise I need. Thank you, Magnus. See, I know you're not being sarcastic, but I don't know exactly what would be so entertaining. Because it's not like I have a super crazy fun process. I'm not drawing a character you're particularly attached to. I don't think you've ever met this character. I typically do traditional art. I am terrible at anatomy. I've been wanting to work on it more. I just have to force myself to sit down and do an art study on it. Which I can do, I just haven't had the energy yet. You know? So that's partially what this is for making references for Art Fight, then I have to have the references of the character pulled up, which will make me study their anatomy. This character doesn't exactly do me any favors because she doesn't have ears, and I always seem to learn and figure out where my eyes need to be, and based on where I put the ears, and vice versa. Removing them, now I really have to learn. Okay. Just in case I hate the next things I do. Just copy the whole thing and go backwards if necessary. Very good at anatomy, but for a beginner it's really good. But your rubber, like your eraser? Provide temporary ears. Well, that's actually what the bits here are. Oh, let me see. Open recent. This is the character in a full body sketch that I did a couple weeks ago. So if I switch back. That's what's going on over here. I think in general I need to make the hair smaller. Or her face bigger. Your birthday's coming up! Happy birthday in advance! No, this would be a cute, like, heavily stylized drawing. Maybe I'll continue with that. That's a better size. All goes well, I want to be able to have 3, I think it was? Possibly 4 characters to put in this year. And I would like to not get sick this year. I have tried to participate in Art Fight for 3 years now. And each time I've gotten very sick. Haven't been able to make more than one drawing. So maybe the key to better my health is to stop trying, but I don't want to yet. That's much more reasonable size. Drawing after you use. I use Krita. It's free, it's open source, it allows me to do most anything I want. So, seeing as I've only just started messing around with digital drawing, it seemed like a good place to go. want that to be more. There we go. That's better. I'd also love to start doing animatics and animations and things, but I need to get more comfortable using digital art first, faster at my process and other things, you know? Because as it stands, it's going to take me years to do like 3 panels, and that's not realistic at all. Yeah, this was a definite improvement. Good. Not bad. Oh, they really are. Well, also not. So, the weird thing about animations and animating is technically, you don't need to be able to draw to animate. You just need to be able to make a thing move. Which is often forgotten. Because if I were gonna stop motion animate something, for instance, and do it really simply, nothing crazy, I'm not Leica or anything, just really simple, like, Lego animation, I could probably get a full minute worth of movement in like an afternoon. Yeah, drawing and animating? Now we've got a real challenge. Thank you, Gus. I've seen people in their advertising for their Art5 bios, they gave me this idea, talking about how they have translated their player character in customizable games like Final Fantasy XIV or Sky, or any of these other games. They have created original characters out of them, drawing-wise, and then put them in. Like, oh, yeah, that is a completely reasonable thing to do. So my main character, I can't very well do that with, because my main character is just based off of my Sona, which is already in Artfight. But for my other characters, I could do that. take care, Gus. Thanks for stopping in. Just leave that and turn into a shadow later, actually. Could do that. It's just, this one's just gonna be a head chest drawing. This one will be full body. Unless I cannot figure out the boots, in which case it will be full body, all but feet. Oh, I forgot. Hang on. This one was meant to have a mask on. Hello, Tomorley. Welcome in. Better. You don't have art in your username, like the last person did who popped in, so I'm going to have to ask you myself, are you an artist? Or found stream some other way? Art enthusiast. Art enjoyer, exactly. Music is very quiet. Let me turn it up for you guys. Yeah, I'm asking you. Oh my gosh. Work with me, YouTube. That's better. Sorry about that. None. Welcome back, guess. Yeah, not the best though. You'll fit right in then. The only reason that this looks as good as it does is because I'm not making any detail, it's just vague shapes. It doesn't want to work with me, no. No, this is the same copyright-free, theoretically, Pokemon music that I had to start my stream last year. Usually we never got past the 10-minute mark. Before I switched to game music, but Krita for some reason doesn't come with music. For now, it's just a sketch. As things go and I get more definite in my lines, I might switch up the color to something closer I'd want for the line art. But I don't know that I'm actually going to do a line art. I might just keep it with the colored sketchy lines. Honestly, I kind of like the look of it. And it suits, because the outfit she's wearing is mostly shades of black or gray. So have a bit of fun. Thank you. Oh, I'm glad you didn't. I watered my plant earlier today. mine's probably not gonna be able to die no matter what I do. At least hopefully, because I'm not very good at being a plant parent. But still. Yeah, okay. That's fair. I don't know if I've... Other than maybe an apple when I was a child, I don't think I've ever known what type of seed I was planting. Though that does make watering tricky. Has it sprouted yet? To let a teacher put a random seed in it for some reason. I didn't ask what it was. If it was a teacher giving you an assignment, I'm going to take a guess and say that it was some form of wildflower, because those are pretty easy to grow and they grow pretty quick, which is ideal for a classroom. Time I got a seed for a fruit. I asked if I could plant it, and my mom would say yes, and the next day I find the seeds in the bin. Aww. Though, in fairness, growing seeds from a fruit can be a lot harder. Especially when you're young, because one, they don't grow very fast. Generally, they're some kind of tree, which means even to sprout, it takes ages. And the second thing is that they like to rot because of the moisture from the fruit itself. Still, it would have been nice to let you try. Nope, don't want that line. I know summer's here. When the flies hit my room, I will not be happy. start to the face. Well done. Good work. Only he had minded his own business. Smaller. Yes, she will be wearing a mask. So the outfit I chose for this is the same as this one. Except that she will have her mask on in this headshot. So I think it looks neat, and it also gives me a chance, an opportunity to completely avoid drawing the mouth. So this one will have the mask, this one will not, over here. And then I will do a quarter turn of her face without the mask as well. The gun on the sketch is so cool. Thank you. It took multiple iterations to get it even the right size. What are you doing? You being tested in Final Fantasy could be literally anything. Me being tested probably just means really bad luck, but you actually do challenging things. It is. Welcome in, Ivan. Don't worry about it? Well, I wasn't going to. But I can start. You're never going to be in trouble for chatting a lot. As for the comment about the subs, I don't recommend going around saying that in different people's chats. But for me in general, I don't care about that kind of thing. I know the formula to getting big. I don't have the health or the desire to do that. Perfectly happy where I am. Okay, alright, not bad. Welcome back, Elle! Hello, Luma. That's better. Weird. So very weird. We should get to know each other. It seems like you have similar schedules. A giant smile with a short smile. Guess it could be seen that way. Luckily, it doesn't exist yet. It is simply a shape. It was technically a mask, so it does work. What am I drawing? Character. Hopefully for art fight. Still love the hair so much. No, I appreciate it. Just the very round bob. That does help make it look more like a mask in my eyes. Oh, take care, Morley. Enjoy dinner. Nice. I don't know what I'll have for dinner. Maybe I'll make some chicken nuggets. Oh dear, I hope it was just a kitchen fire. Like a candle. I am terrified of fire, so I typically don't have anything that could cause one around me, including, like, scented candles. Never liked them. Never wanted them near me. Unfortunately, it is a very popular gift to be giving, girls in their late teens, early 20s, because I don't know what to give them, but, you know, everyone loves scented candles. This one smells nice. I just kind of look at it like, thank you. Thanks. Technically, her bangs can come down and cover that eye a little bit more. In the wispy sense. Like that. Yeah, exactly. Ah, that makes sense. Well, if you love them, then good. Yeah, unless you know the girl is the type to want to collect home goods of the like, you're almost better off doing a gift card. Or like, if you know a basic thing that they like movies, kind of thing. Yeah, the boys don't get the joy of having scented candles, and the girls get the suffering of scented candles, bath products like fancy lotions and bath bombs and such. Which also can't use. It's very kind of you to think of me. Could you actually think of me, though, and not just my age range? Of course, I never say anything to their face, because a gift is a gift. I probably, I mean, I haven't thrown away any of them. I have trouble throwing away gifts, even if I don't like them. Not bad, not bad. It's unfortunately looking good enough that I'm scared to color it at any point. Ooh. Well, that's no good. You have to be careful when working with grease for anything. Yes. Is it a viper? It is not. Could be. Welcome in, Vorns. It is this character here, but with her mask on. don't think I actually want to do that. No, I didn't. That there. Move it to a window is my recommendation. I don't play Valorant, so now I'm gonna look it up. Okay, yeah, I see the resemblance. The mask and the bob especially. And the gun, if you saw the bigger one first. Interesting. Now, this is my Final Fantasy XIV character. Or one of them. She's something like 4'5" or something. I have to go look. That one. Well, now what? It's not just vibes. Alright. See you later, Gus. I will give you guys a peek at what she looks like normally. This one here. There she is. So you can see it's a very black and white look she has going. The only color I usually throw in is either a very dark blue or a purple. So working with the purpley blue here is fitting. Well, now what do I do? Yeah, I think I've sent you pictures of her before. I don't think you've ever met her, though. I do want to make a sheet for Amanda as well. But of my 14 characters, I think Jana's I've had the most practice and has the least stakes. Not that one, this one. Okay, I'm skipping this track because I'm getting annoyed with the repetition. Better. Yep, no, I know people that can listen to a same ringtone on end for hours. That person is not me. I might stop on this one for now and move to the other one so that I can color them both at the same time. That might be what I do. I can listen if it's lyrical, and I enjoy the guitar and drums specifically when they're there, otherwise not really. Yeah. Instrumental is not usually what I go for. Obviously it works here, because I'm talking. At least sometimes. And most copyright-free music does not have lyrics. Why do I have a ping? Oh. Oh. Okay. The servers I'm a backer on has a poll out. Nice. Alright, enjoy your lurk. This is meant to be a kind of co-working stream. Hello, Sage. How are you doing? A part of me wants to keep rendering the other one out monochromatic, but that would defeat the purpose of what I'm doing. I hate that. I'm alright. It's been a slow, quiet day for me. Mostly just kept to myself. Maybe what I end up doing for the actual event itself is something like this. Like for fights. Welcome back, Gus. How's the cabinet? The trick is the original sketch was not on this layer, it was back here, I think. Or no, it should be on every layer because I copied over the whole thing, so I should be able to just erase it. That's fine then. Sure, if you find this relaxing to sleep to, go for it. Doesn't offend me at all. Nope, bad. I get you twos with those eyes. That one's too big. Because of course it is. The audacity for trying to make them match. How dare I? Certainly not allowed. Okay, that's not too bad. That's not too bad. I'll take that. Hey, nice. Very good. Need that. I think I made the nose too small. Bagger me. Yeah, that's decent. That's decent enough. I'll take that. It does have a very small button nose. Just kind of perks up a little bit. This is not... How did I do it on the other drawing? I didn't. I covered it up with a mask. Genius. In doubt, just don't do it. Not bad again. I'm just gonna leave the nose for now. I just don't like it. I just don't like this backing sketch that I did of the other one. I think that's what's screwing me up. Which sucks because I've already got basic shapes for the whole thing. leave that for now. There we go. Welcome back, Morley. I am struggling. I have broken my rhythm. This inevitably means things aren't going as well. Broke up into several pieces. Why did it do that? basically starting again on this side. Time is it? Been at this for about an hour and a half. That's pretty good. Nope. None of that. There we go. Hmm. It is better. I'm not as upset as I was. I know it's basically the exact same, but it's better. Yeah. I'm torn between wanting to recreate what I did on the other side and wanting to leave it more open so I can fully color it and maybe avoid coloring the other one. Hey! Stop that. Might go for another half an hour, and it'll be ending about an hour sooner than I usually do. I do need to get dinner tonight. I'd considered also adding some random unplanned. These ones, to be clear, would be entirely unplanned. streams either late at night or early in the morning, depending on where my sleep schedule is. It's very rarely normal, so. Where's my favorite food? Where's my glasses? Mine probably is burgers, or maybe fish and chips. I realized recently I don't really have a favorite food anymore, and it's kind of sad. I have some health issues that make eating difficult, and eating a variety of food nearly impossible, so I just kind of let go of having one favorite when you can't have it all that often. I also really like tacos. Yeah, but them's the breaks. I had a surgery last summer that has opened up my food options massively. Prior to last summer, I spent the last almost 5 years just having chicken breast and rice, because that is all that my body could take. Now I have a lot more options available to me, so it's very exciting. I have things like potatoes. Going very full into the triumphant music now. It is. Initially, when they decided they needed to do surgery, they were very concerned that I'd be upset. I'm like, you kidding me? No, I don't want surgery, but gonna be able to do things again? Please. Just do the thing, get it over with. The biggest struggle I'm having streaming this, hilariously to me, is that I typically draw with my glasses off because I am nearsighted, so I can see close up things very easily. The glasses actually make it kind of harder. But my computer monitor is just outside of my range of vision, which is fine. I just need to see the basic shapes of my reference and stuff, but in order to read what you guys are saying, I need my glasses on. So I've ended up in a kind of position where I've got one hand drawing and the other hand is kind of lifting up my glasses partially, so I can see them below them. I think I want that up there. Maybe you haven't played this game. I don't mean drawing, I mean FF14. I do recommend it. It takes time. The story is very good. She's wearing gloves to make it easier, but I still am not looking forward to those hands. Or the feet. So what we're gonna do is ignore them for now. I'm gonna do something a little different for a second. Good look at the fact that the sketch isn't finished at all. Yeah. It's gonna need to be a different brush because that is not saturated enough. Yeah. Yeah, you missed the bot. It was a while ago now. Can't leave me unattended for a second. Good morning, Mason. I want something a little more saturated. What does this look like? No! What the hell is that? Now it's just so smoky. Yep. Constant use. I might not remember what the other buttons do, but I know what that one does. I think that's a little better. It's a little more saturated. Ah, no. Thank you, Skater. This is the other sketch I was talking about before. The reference sheet is still where it was. But we're switching up to coloring in for the last 10 minutes or so. So while I'd love to continue, I do need to eat at some point. Still looks good? Well, thank you. You've eaten eel's luck? Oh, for catching. Do I like chocolate? Depends on the chocolate and depends on the day, but generally, yeah. We have one here called Caramilk, which is very good. I highly recommend Caramilk. As well as Coffee Crisp. Well, yeah, but that means it's good. The Oreo and Reese's thing. I haven't, but it sounds really good. Oreo filling, cookie crumbs on top of a Reese's cup. Okay. That sounds really good. I would like that. Okay. Oreo filling on top, cookie crumbs in the middle, Reese's bottom. I will have to hunt these down. This isn't helping the fact that I'm hungry. $7-Eleven normally has them. Alright. You like the crayon texture. Of what? Or of what I'm drawing. Okay, with what I'm, like, yeah, the chalk pen. Absolutely, for sure. We were discussing chocolate, and then I look up and see that you're talking about crayon textures, and I know there were kids who ate crayons, though you don't come across as one that did. I also know there's a lot of chocolates out there that are waxy. Not my favorites, but they are out there. I always remove the any chocolate pieces that are in cereals and stuff. Whenever I have those cereals, I remove them because of that. I looked at pretty arts. Thank you. You know what happened to the kids who ate crayons and glue and all that stuff? Well, you know what? I don't know either. The kids that I took care of that did that, I haven't heard from in a long time. If that's not a cautionary tale on its own, I don't know what is. Same for the kid who ate the foam ball. Thank you, Obi-Wan. Welcome in. Look at you, Palmer. Direct threat to a random child out there. Heckin' crayon eater. No, I still have friends who will say they want to eat certain substances, like aquarium rocks, but that is very different. Chocolate rocks I don't like the taste of. No, they mean the actual aquarium rocks. Am I using the right thing? Yeah. Yep, them too. Know them as well. Well, it's a little bit of color. And I've got a layer without the color if I turn out to hate it. Two days after cleaning. We've got an otter. That's stranger. Okay, I think that's where we call it. It's been 2 hours. Fairly happy with how this has turned out so far. There will probably be more art streams in the future, but they are not currently scheduled. They might be randomly put into the morning or late at night kind of thing. And I might do ones next month, who knows? But that will be the month of Art Fight, I believe. But for the rest of this month, the scheduled streams are going to be a little game called The Spirit and the Mouse. No? No what? No end? Have to end. Have to eat. I appreciate you all coming out and the new people that checked in to say hi. Very much appreciate you, especially, including the lurkers. Like, I am a lurker. And I know that it's just fun to sit with someone while they're drawing kind of thing. So, no, it will not be the last art stream. It probably won't even be the last art stream of this month. Let's be real. Because I got more things I need to draw, and I need the motivation to draw them. And this forces me to sit down and do them, because I don't want to be bothered to switch up what my OBS is capturing. So it forces me to do the art until I have to stop. And usually I do go for another half an hour, but I didn't eat. And I try to eat beforehand so I can go the full time. But yeah, I will be streaming this again. I will be streaming The Mouse and the Spirit next week. Yeah. We'll see what else happens. I always announce when I'm going live on my Blue Sky and my Discord. And I have schedules on both there and my YouTube. So if you're looking for a additional way beyond notifications, they're there. I would love to see all of you back. But yeah, thank you so much for coming out, and thank you to those who subscribed, and I had a good time. I'm very happy with this. Turned out better than I anticipated. You might be back, who knows? I mean, you can be spotty. I know that that's the thing. That's alright. I don't know why this scene always mutes the browser audio. Don't do that. Alright.